Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look stereo width control. It's a multi-band stereo imager. These are mind-bogglingly useful and pretty much essential really for mixers. Before we start, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, or please consider becoming a Patreon and help support what we do here at the sound test room. And if you can't do all of that, please consider making a one-off donation. All these links are in the description below. Thank you very much. Also, wear headphones for this video, for this demo, because this is how you're going to hear how this works. Okay, so we have a Vectorscope here. We have this little mono button here, which we can turn on. This is important actually, because this is the whole point as well, because you might want to make your mix sound as good as possible in a mono situation. Some things do get run back down to mono, so that's important. So these are the four bands. You have your bass, your mids sort of thing here, and your top end. You can adjust any of these here like this. Like you got your crossover points there. You can kind of take one of them out if you like, or put them back in. And this will increase the stereo width or decrease it. Now this is kind of important. The Vectorscope. Okay, so let's explain what this happens with this Vectorscope. When I play the track, loads of dots and things are going to appear all around here and stuff. This is the point of the sound. This is like ground zero for the sound, if you like. And anything in this section here is pretty good. That's really where you want it. But when you start to get super wide mixes and stuff, now everybody likes to mix in stereo, obviously, and most people these days listen in stereo anyway, so you know. But anything outside this range here, when it gets some back down to mono, we'll probably end up getting phase cancelled, so you'll lose loads of it, and you'll hear this as well. So getting a mix with a balance in this Vectorscope here is really, really useful. So let's take some examples here. This first example is a track without vocals. Then I'll play a track with vocals, and then I'll just play some solo instrument stuff through this so you can hear it. It's good for solos, but it's best on a mix. But you can use it any way you like, obviously. So I shall start to play this here. And you'll see that all these dots here, they're going to get phase cancelled when we turn it to mono. So if you listen, see the difference it makes? And we haven't applied any stereo imaging at all, other than what's already in the track yet. So our bands, we can solo each band. And if you've got headphones on, you'll hear the bass get slightly wider now. You don't really want that. You want the bass to be maybe not dead mono, see? But you certainly want it really not going outside too much here. We can also increase the range. Let's increase the range of the guitar. That's quite nice. Although there is quite a lot of leakage, but see that the hi-hats are spreading massively there. So if we wanted not to stop that, but this isn't going to sound as good. But in mono now, you're not losing as much. I think that's quite nice. Mono. Better. Okay, so that's for your instrumental track, and there's a lot going on there. So controlling the mix for like making the stereo image wider. I mean, you don't have to concern yourself with the mono feed if you don't want to. The point is, it's a stereo image, so if you want to make your tracks like wider, this is fantastic for it. You know, you can drag everything. I would suggest keeping the bass end kind of central, otherwise it kind of upsets your brain, if you know what I mean. But definitely width on some of these, but bearing in mind is if you think that it's going to be played on mono systems, or do another mix, you know, do two mixes, do a mix for mono sort of thing. So like basically you can achieve the same effect by doing this. Just pull all the bands down to 0. There'll be no difference. The other option, of course, is to go super wide, but we can check that on another example. Okay, so let's reset this now here. Double tap to reset these to 100, and well, that's fine as it is actually for now. So you can see how useful these are, right? Stereo images. It's really and the Vectorscope's the best way to see any issues you may have if that's going outside of, you know, its optimal range sort of thing, which is kind of what you want. Let's load another file in here. Okay, guys, sorry about that slight cut there. My Files app wouldn't load the file, so I had to reset the channel. Anyway, so we're back. So I'll play this one now, and this has got vocals in, drums, bass, guitar. Well, it's not got keyboards and stuff, but it's more poppy. So you can get an idea of what we can do with just an ordinary song type of thing. So mono.
Write a song, make it rhyme, keep the music flowing in time. Write a lyric, use some words, try to make it sound. Make it up as you go along, it doesn't matter 'cause you're strong. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, hickory dickory dock. Use all the rhymes that you ever thought of, make it sound like a load of bollocks. Putting other than rearranged, your songs will never come out the same. Cross it out and reassess a masterpiece that is a mess. Rip the paper into shreds, this bloody song stuck in my head.
So it sounds better having some widening added to it from the original mix that I did years ago. So that sounds quite nice. We even like I said, if we go full width now, and we can do a more, I won't go full width on the bass end because I'll go a little bit more, but I don't think it sounds so good. I'll take this lower mids down as well a bit and pull out the top end a touch.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, hickory dickory dock. Use all.
See, we're gonna lose quite a lot now because I've gone super wide with pretty much everything. We're gonna lose if it's ever gonna be played in mono, and some of my live streams obviously are. And this is why they don't sound so good, because if anything's got loads of stereo and you sum it all back down to mono, you lose loads because of phase cancellation. It's just mad. But this, you can actually see what's going on, which is absolutely brilliant.
All the rhymes that you ever thought of, make it sound like a load of bollocks. Begin again from the start. This song's not gonna break any hearts. Gather together what you got. Then remember that this is your final shot, 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 shot. Pen to paper, nose to grindstone, this song's taking far too long. I want some dinner, isn't it finished? Let's hope that this one's the winner. Number one on the chart, show that will turn someone for cold. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, hickory dickory dock. Use all the rhymes that you ever thought of, make it sound like a load of bollocks. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, hickory dickory dock. Use all the rhymes that you ever thought of, make it sound like a load of bollocks. So to end it, that is a question Shakespeare had.
So let's listen to it on excuse me, let's listen to it on some synth sound. So solo sounds. So no bit stereo width being applied to that original brass stab sound. So let's make that really wide on the uppers, and it's actually, we could as well on the bass, because so this is going to be super wider than it originally was. So don't forget, it's just a single sound, and you're getting a lot of extra width there. But if it was in mono, you lose tons. But the difference is remarkable. Make this really narrow. See, the delays have almost disappeared. They've cancelled themselves out because they're going to be outside. See? Here. So that's bad. Well, it's not bad. It sounds great in stereo. So you're not hearing a lot of difference with the drums and the bass, because as you can see, even in stereo, they're pretty much right on the mono field. So there you go. There you go. That's why you need a stereo, multiband stereo wideners. So stereo with control by Blue Mango. I'll put a link in the description below. To be honest with you, apps like this, they're kind of essential apps. If you're mixing masters, final masters because people still, there are still things that live like your little radios and stuff like that, little internet, computer speakers. Or even making it sound massively wide if you want a great big spatial mix sort of thing. You can take a mix that's already nicely stereo and make it even wider, which is good. So that's a cool thing. The Vectorscope is it's like super essential. It's brilliant because you can just literally see inside this center triangle bit kind of thing is where it's optimal. And if you've got loads of stuff going on out here, if that ever is played in mono, man, you're not gonna even hear it. You know what I mean? So get a balance, and it's nice being able to fine tune your frequency bands too. That's very cool. Or even take one out, And when it's applied to the final mix, it's all cool bananas. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching. Like I said, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron. Thank you very much. And thank you very, very much for watching. Yes. Stereo Width by Blue Mango. They have been knocking out some epic apps lately. All the best. I'll see you later. Ta-ta.